currently, I help take care of several aging in place individuals. I call them my aunts. And luckily enough, we've been able to accommodate some of their needs for aging in place. But as somebody that builds on a small scale, I know that it can be very difficult for people to afford to be able to enlarge a doorway or make sure that they get some type of a tub or a shower in there. One of the difficulties with that is sometimes the permitting process for those items that need to be permitted. One of the issues that I'm looking at is having reduced rates for those permits, and also maybe some expedited timing in able to get those permits in order to make it a lot easier for people to proceed with this and not have the aging in place repairs drug out over a long period of time, and making it more accessible and easier for them to stay.
Austin needs to be a place that older adults can age in the place that they've lived or that they want to live. A lot of our retirement communities are private or have long waiting lists. As mayor, I will fight to make sure that we invest in affordable and accessible housing for all older adults and retirees, and that includes social services like rental assistance and subsidized in-home care. And we need to especially make sure that we take care of our older Austinites from the most vulnerable communities, those who are on fixed income or in low-income communities, from communities of color, or the LGBTQ community.
It's important to realize that the population over 65 in Austin is not a monolith and is just as diverse and dynamic as the many different communities that exist in Austin. I spent 4 years on the Latino Quality of Life Commission, where I had the privilege of working with other quality of life commissions and the Commission on Seniors, and I heard specific examples of populations that needed or wanted certain kinds of investment and support. An example of that is a senior living facility specifically designed for many different Asian American seniors and the specific needs and interests that they have. I'm also constantly hearing from our population over 65 about what they need and want to be able to stay in their homes and secure their quality of life. That includes preserving existing housing and producing new affordable housing opportunities for seniors at all levels. I definitely believe that if we bring community in the conversation, we can find all of the solutions and opportunities we're looking for.
Well, first of all, as mayor, I'm going to focus on affordability and on keeping your property taxes, your electric rates, your water rates as low as possible. As a council member, I brought forward the first ever homestead exemption, and I'm going to continue to support that senior exemption and homestead exemption as mayor. We have some good programs in the city of Austin. The home repair program is of particular importance and help to older adults, and I pledge as your mayor to continue to support that program and to grow it as we're able to. Rental assistance can also be of real help, and that's another program that I pledge to support and to increase as we can. And as mayor, I'm going to make sure that our public libraries, our recreation centers are including an array of program that appeals to Austinites of all ages, and that includes older adults. And again, the age-friendly action plan has offered some really good ideas about how, as a city, we can really think about our programming in a way that is appealing to all Austinites, but especially designed for older adults in mind.
Well, I fall into that category of 65 and older, and so I have a focus, if you will. But seriously, one of the things that we need to do is we need to continue what we've been doing for the past 20 months, and that is making sure that we have ability for housing stock to make things better. For example, we've made it so much easier in the past 20 months to build accessory dwelling units so that people will be able to live maybe even near their children and grandchildren. We've made it easier for people to have more than one unit on a lot so that people will be able to maybe even have a family compound and be able to live in place. Many of our seniors need to have extra income, and if they have an accessory dwelling unit that they can rent out, that gives more income, and they have greater ability to do that. We're working on those kinds of things, and we need to keep the focus. We can't go backwards.